All right, here we go with the review. Okay, which expression is equivalent to 5/9? Ooh, do you know how to say 5/9? Oh, let's say it. Here we go. Ooh, which one says 5 divided by 9? D, good. Hey, Miss Patel has 16 cups of laundry soap. She uses 1/2 cup of soap to do a load of laundry. How many loads of laundry can Miss Patel do? So this is where we're going to have to start deciding, does the whole number come first or does the fraction come first? So the first thing we ask ourselves is, what's being divided up? What is being divided up? The 16 cups of laundry soap, right? So if we have 16 cups, we're dividing it. How much does each load take? 1/2 cup. Okay, so how am I going to find out what 16 divided by 1/2 is? Well, first of all, if we begin with a whole number, what is our answer going to be? A whole number. If we divide a fraction, what is our answer going to be? A fraction, a unifraction. So I have 16 cups, and I divide them into halves. How much am I going to get? 32. Does that answer our question? If we start with a whole number, we end with a whole number when we're dividing fractions? Good. Okay, Corey has 1/4 of a large package of stickers. He gives an equal number of stickers to each of his 3 friends. What fraction of the package of stickers does Corey give each friend? Okay, again, we have to ask ourselves, what are we dividing up? What are we dividing up? The stickers, right? He gave the stickers to his friends. We're dividing it amongst his friends. Okay, so what comes first? 1/4 divided by 3 friends. It didn't say Corey and himself, right? It said he divided amongst his 3 friends. Okay, we start with the fraction. We will end with the fraction. Okay, so how do I do 1/4 divided by 3? Cut it into fours, good. And we're looking at this amount, right? Okay, so we're dividing it amongst 3 friends. So what are we going to do? Cut it into thirds. Now, what is our whole now cut into? 12, and each friend gets 1 of them. So 1/4 divided by 3 equals 1/12. Okay, show model to represent the portion of 1/5 divided by 2. Go ahead. So if you need to, pretend there's not any lines there at the beginning. All right, let's see if you did it correctly. So first off, if that was a blank, and you can do this if you want to draw it underneath and do it, then you can visualize it, and then you just have to fill it in. What am I going to do first for 1/5 divided by 2? Oh, I have a hole. That's what I've got right now. Cut it into fifths. Good. And then what? Shade in 1/5. Good. Then what? Oh, because I'm dividing by 2. So what should yours look like? Like that. Thumbs up if yours looks like that. Excellent. Okay, Wyatt has 12 apples. He cuts each apples into slices that are 1/6 an apple. Write an equation. Which equation can be used to model the number of apple slices? Okay, good. We have to ask what is being divided up. The 12 apples. So what do we start with? 12. Because that's what's being divided up, right? Okay, our next is, what is it being divided up to? 1/6 pieces, right? Okay, so what ones do I automatically take out? A and B, because it didn't even start with a whole number, right? Okay, so if I have 12 apples and I cut them up into 6 pieces, how many pieces will I have? Do I need to draw a model to show you? Okay. Okay, because I can do, and rather than cut them, I can just do this, right? Because there's going to be 6 pieces in each apple. So what can I do to solve that? 12 times 6 is 72. So what's my answer? C. If you don't know, draw it out picture. Draw it out a model. Okay? Alright, which story problem can be solved using the expression 7 divided by 1/3? Okay, so let's talk about what 7 represents. Yeah, it represents 7 of something, right? 7 of something is being divided up into 1/3 pieces, right? Okay, Victor put 1/3 of a leaf pile into 7 garbage bags. Ooh, and this one, what's being divided? The 1/3. We know it's not that. Olivia cut 7 sheets of paper into 1/3 sections. How many sections does she cut? What's being divided? The 7 sheets. Good. And what's being cut up into? 1/3 pieces. I'm going to put a little dot there just to make sure. And this amount of candy among 7 friends. What's being divided? 1/3 into what? 7. Nope. Ethan planted 7 flowers in a 1/3 square yard section of his garden. What part of the garden does each flower take up? Okay, why? Because it looks like 7 and 1/3. So 7 divided by 1/3. Is he cutting up the flowers into 1/3 pieces? He's cutting up the garden, right? He's dividing out the garden. He's not dividing out the flowers. So which one would it be? B, good. Okay, write a division equation to represent the visual model. Okay, so is it going to start with a whole or a fraction? Okay, I'll give you a hint. How many wholes do we have? 1. And the whole is what? Divided into pieces, right? If I wanted it, it would give me like 7 wholes. If it started with a whole. Does that make sense? But because we only have 1 whole and it's divided into fractions, pieces, then we know what comes first. The fraction. Does everybody understand that? If it's 1 whole cut into pieces, we're dividing up the fraction. Okay? Is it this that's colored in? Okay. Okay, so the very first thing we need to do is we need to look at it at what was cut first. What was it cut first? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So it was cut into 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, how many of these 6 are colored in? 1. So that's what we started with. So what's being divided up? 1/6 is being divided up. Yes. Does everybody see how why I completely filled this in? Okay. What if this would have been filled in? We would have started with what? 2/6. Right? Does everybody see how I got the first fraction? Good. Okay, now we need to find out what it was divided into. How am I going to solve how it was divided? Oh, how many it's going across? Good. What did we divide it by? 3. Okay, so if I divide it by 3, does that look similar? Yes. But remember, I always say, if you had 1/6 of your cake left, and you and 2 friends, so 3 of you, come over to eat it after school, how many pieces will you get? You'll get 1 of them, and I always circle it, but they're just showing it in this highlighted area. Okay, so what do we have to figure out first? What's our whole divided into now? 18. And how much does that cake I get? 1/18. How many feel like you could solve this problem tomorrow? Thumbs up if you do. Okay, remember, go back. If it's got holes, then we start with a hole. If it's just one hole cut into pieces, we start with a fraction. Always do our columns first, then do our rows. Okay? I think we've modeled enough that you should be able to get that. Hey, an art teacher has 9 ounces of glue. She gives an equal amount of glue to each of the 6 students. How many ounces of glue does each student get? Okay, what are we first dividing up? What's being divided? What's being divided? We're on number 8. 9 ounces. And we're dividing them amongst what? 6 students. Ooh, how do I do that? Yeah. Isn't that the same as 9 divided by 6? Ooh, how do we turn an improper fraction into a mixed number? Okay, we take our holes. That's one way, or we can divide. Which one do you want to do? Okay, they got a hole. Minus 6, 6. What does it give us? 3, 6. Can I take out another 6, 6? No? So how many holes did I take out? 1. Now, can I leave that like that? What can they both be divided by? 3. So 3 divided by 3 is? 6 divided by 3 is? Equals 1 1/2 ounces. They each get 1 1/2 ounces. Okay, again, if you don't understand it, put it over, make this into an improper fraction. Okay, we could have done 9 divided by 6, and it still gives us the same thing. Okay, all right, Miguel had 1/4 pound of plant food. He gave each of his 5 plants an equal amount of food. How many pounds of plant food did Miguel give each of his plants? So what are we dividing up? The 1/4 pound of plant food. How many are we dividing it up amongst? 5 equal plants, right? Okay, so if I model it, what do I do first? Yep, cut it into 4s. And this is what we're looking at, the 1/4 of the plant food. And we gave it to 5 plants. So what do I do? Cut it into this. Now what is my whole cut into? 20ths. And each plant gets 1/20 of the bag. Good. Okay, Darnell is taking a 2-mile open water swim in the ocean. Every 1/3 mile, he has to change directions. What equation can be used to model how many times Darnell changes directions? What is the whole that is being, or what is being divided up? I just gave you the answer. The whole is, right? So 2 divided by, every 1/3 he's changing directions. So what are we dividing by? 1/3 equals, okay? I'm going to put that on a number line since we're doing miles. So we have 0, 1, and 2. Okay, there's our wholes. What are our wholes going to be divided into? Because here's our 2 wholes. Thirds. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So he changes here. He changes here. So we can say he goes left, right, left, right, left, right. How many times does he change directions? 6 times. So 2 divided by 1/3 equals 6. Okay, place an X in the table to show whether each equation is true or false. Okay, first of all, what's my rule that's going to help me on this? If we start with the fraction, we're going to end with the fraction. If we start with a whole number, we're going to end in a whole number. Okay, so 1/7 divided by 9. Okay, true. Let's go and just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1/7 divided by 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8. How much does our whole cut into? How much do we get? Oh, true or false? True. Okay, 12 divided by 1/2. Oh, how many of you say, oh yes, half of 12 is 6? We're dividing it into 1/2 pieces, not dividing 12 in half, right? So if I have 12, and I cut them into 1/2 pieces, you get 24. Okay, don't get tricked by this. Okay, so this is false. Okay, 1/11 divided by 4 is 1/44. Okay, we know that it can end in a fraction because it begins with a fraction. And if you saw the pattern, you could model it out, right? If you needed to. Okay, number 12. Amaya sprinkled 4 tablespoons of cheese equally on 8 bowls of pasta. How many tablespoons of cheese did she sprinkle on each bowl? Write an equation to model the solution to the problem. What is it that we're dividing up? 4 tablespoons. And then we're dividing it amongst 8 bowls. So 4 divided by 8. Now, if I don't know that, I can change it into a fraction, right? What would it look like? 4 over 8. Ooh, but 4 over 8, can I leave it? Ooh, is 4 eighths double? Ooh, so I automatically know it's 1/2. Good. Okay, so then it says plot a point on the number line to represent the amount of peas Amaya sprinkled on each bowl. Well, if we already solved it, can't I just plot it right there? Yep, there it is. Easy peasy, right? Okay, how many are feeling like, hey, this is okay? I think I can do okay. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, mostly. I want you to take this home and go through it at home. Make sure you understand how to do it. Be careful of this one. Make sure you can do this one. This one might have some problems. And then make sure if you just have two numbers, you put them as a fraction. Where was our other one? It was just two numbers. Oh, this one. Okay? All right.